Another Dad's making. As you can see, today I'm back to my old baking ways, but you know, there's really no, or there are probably some other nice ways to spend the Sunday, but I thought I'd bake. You know, I enjoy baking. So what are we making? We are making a coconut milk, coconutty, cranberry cake with a bit of desiccated coconut on top. So what we'll need is 2 cups of white sugar, 1 cup of butter, 4 eggs, 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 can of coconut milk. So I've already preheated the oven at 175, well, yeah, around 175, that's 350 Fahrenheit. I have greased my tin, so the tin is ready to go. So now we're gonna start out with our dry ingredients in this bowl. So we need 2 cups of sugar, so 1 and 2. If you have larger bits in there, just get in there with your gloved hands and just break them up. So then we need 2 cups of flour, which is here, my lovely flour. So, okay, we'll do it this way. So 1 and 2. So then let's close this up again. Then we'll take our baking powder, 2 tablespoons, 1. A little bit more. Yeah. So, and a little bit for good measure, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. Forgot my teaspoon, but that's okay. So, lovely teaspoon of salt. So, yeah, that's perfect. Let's just whisk that in together. So we're gonna need to mix our dry or our wet ingredients as well. So let's just fill our dry ingredients into this bowl. Could have done that from the start. That's fine. And then I'll just get a fresh kitchen towel to remove whatever is in there. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients, we have our wet ingredients. So now we need our softened butter. I've already put the butter into the microwave because it's not soft enough. I'll just turn it on for a minute, but I'll check after 40 seconds how far it is. And so then we need to beat the butter and the egg yolks together until they're smooth. Let's see that our butter is nicely melted. So yeah, and I'll just give it a little weight here. And I'm gonna need to separate my eggs. So I'm actually gonna need another bowl. Ah, good. So the butter can cool down while I'm getting another bowl, because I need to separate the eggs. So let's see. Oh, this one will probably be a bit of a disaster separating. This one, it's okay. You just break it apart and kind of shovel it back and forth till you're left with a yolk. So let's do that here too. And let's hope we can do it as nicely as we just did it there. And you can just kind of vary it back and forth between both of your shells until you're happy. And this is not supposed to happen, because if you're separating the eggs, there should be no yolk. So, and that's no yolk. So there's still a little bit more left in here. So yeah, that's okay. So number 3. And like I said, in the recipe it says we need 4 eggs. So we'll do 4 eggs. So, and number 4. So okay, now we've separated our eggs into egg yolk and egg white. So we need to beat our egg yolks with our butter in a bowl until it's creamy. So, well, creamy-ish. I let it melt a bit too far down, but you know what? That's fine. It's just a bit more runny than it was supposed to be. So, now let's get all our yolk out of here. So it's supposed to incorporate into each other anyway, so I don't think that it'll be much of a issue, you know, if the egg and the butter are melted a bit more than they're supposed to be. You can use a hand mixer to do this if the butter isn't as melted as mine was, and if not, if you're doing it this way, then that's fine. So then we've whisked our flour, baking powder and salt together. So now we're gonna start adding our flour. We also need to add our coconut milk. Okay, so give it a good shake, your coconut milk. You know, like I think this is the little version. You can use the Aldi version or Tesco or wherever you like to shop. Just do give it a good shake, because otherwise, you know, it might have separated and then it won't incorporate as nicely and you have a bit of a pain on your hands. So now we've added this, get this mixture mixed. Then we'll add half of our coconut milk. So as you can see, it's nicely incorporating. Then we're going to add the rest of our dry ingredients into the batter mix. Get it nicely mixed together. Of course, you want to try to have no lumps. No lumps. I know the Black Eyed Peas sing a song about lumps and humps and all that, but that might be nice on a lady, but not in your batter. So let's get this all mixed together. So now, seeing that we have a glass bowl, can do a quick spot check, looks fine. So now we need to beat our egg whites. My mother used to do it with a beater or something like that, or a whisk. Not sure if I can do it with a fork, but I can try. But we need to make it so that it actually becomes, you know, almost like a meringue consistency, that when you tip it over your head, then it won't fall. But at the moment, just incorporating loads and loads of air until we have the consistency. As you can see, it's not the most glamorous, most exciting thing to do, but we are getting good foam, so maybe we'll be able to do it with a fork. But Mom is killing me, so oh dear. One of these days I'm gonna get myself an electrical mixer again. One of these days. But those days aren't today. As you can see though, we're getting a good foam build up here. So we are incorporating air. Just probably not as fast as you would, you know, with an electrical mixer. Whew. I might actually have one somewhere, but I'll have to go look for it. If this doesn't work. But we are making headway. As you can see, it's getting foamier and foamier. Oh, yeah. And then once that is done, we need to incorporate it into our batter, but not by whisking it, because that'll just take all the air out again. So we'll have to use our scraping tool. So just remember, if you're incorporating fruit like I am into this recipe, the cook time will be slightly off. So, you know, take that into consideration when you're putting it into the oven, that you might want to have it low and slow. So maybe reduce your heat down to 160 instead of 175 or 180, just so that we're getting there. Just so that you know, the moisture of the fruit can be cooked off a little bit and your cake can be actually done. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. And yes, my arm is killing me. Not softly, but, or with a song, but it is hurting a lot. So let's keep whisking, 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 whisking. We are getting a good consistency. Oh shoot. I really need to get myself an electrical mixer to mix all these things up. Might actually head on to Amazon after this and and buy one. So, oh, come on. So that I don't have to do this again. Okay, plan B. Just gonna quickly wash my whisk here in the sink and make sure that there is no residue on it of the batter, and shake it off. So shake it off, and use this. I'll actually move this to the side, this a bit forward. So yeah, this is not the most glamorous or interesting thing that you can do with your Sunday. But it'll work, it'll just take a bit of more time. But you know, oh good, my dishwasher is just done, so I can put in all the dishes and all the things that I've used for baking afterwards. So come on, we're getting there. We are getting there. Not as fast as if we would use an electrical one, but you know what? Our mothers and grandmothers and all of that used to do it by hand or arm or whatever. So why not try it that way, you know? For once, at least. We're getting there. We are getting there. It's just taking a while. That's all. Whew. Yeah. We are getting there. So look, we're almost there. Almost there. Just needs to be a bit more stiff. For it to work. almost there. Come on. Like I said, with a electrical whisk, you'd be done by now. If you don't have one, elbow grease, what you need. Hasn't killed anyone yet, so why not use a bit of elbow grease? Like your moms and your grandparents and all them used to do. We're almost there, like. Not 100% yet. So let's give it a turbo. And then, because my arm's about to fall off, and that's probably against some Twitter regulation, I'm gonna say that we're where we need to be. Oh yeah, look, it's forming a nice, come on, so close. So, as you can see, it's building a nice kind of topping here. Let's get egg white out my gloves. So, and that goes straight into the wash. It's not 100% immovable, right? Could also be my bowl, but you're kind of looking at this consistency, right? It's like, it's almost, you know what? If we do it this way, hey, we did it! It's not coming out. So you see, bit of elbow grease. Never hurt anyone. Well, it hurts, but it never killed anyone. So now we're going to fold our egg white into the batter. So put the bowl to the side. So I don't know where I've seen them do it this way. Could be Jamie Oliver, could be MasterChef, where you just keep twisting the bowl while you lift. But yeah, one or the other. And you do this until your egg whites are nicely incorporated into your mixture. As you can see here, mine are now. Look at our lovely mixture here. So, okay, what's our next step? So, we're basically done. That's good. So, let's take our batter and put it into our form in our cake tin. Our lovely coconut milk batter. Make sure not to sprinkle your coconut at the beginning, because then your coconut will burn, and then, you know, sadly all was for nothing. So it should take roughly 45 minutes, right? But I'm gonna add fruit now. So like I said, reduce your heat so your cake doesn't burn and your fruit doesn't burn. more so. And then, well, they're still partially frozen, but that's okay. I washed them after I took them out of the freezer. So let's just get a few everywhere, make sure that it's sort of evenly distributed. Lovely cranberries. I'd say they'll go well with our coconut flavor. You know, they're a bit sweet, they're a bit sour. So, okay, that's it. And then later, when the cake comes out of the oven, I'll dust it, or I'll cover it with some nice desiccated coconut, and yeah, and then it's ready to go. But that is in part 2 of this video, so which I'll add in edit, like always, because I can't wait for an hour with you guys here. So let me just take my gloves off so I can end the video in a second. If you have any questions, comments, I'd be happy if you put them next to or with the video. Give us a like, a share. Hi. Give us a like and a share. The bell and all of those happy YouTube things. And yeah, thanks for watching. As always, Steve from Project Dad is out. Happy baking. And here's the end result. As you can see, I have covered the cake in a mixture of brown sugar and coconut, desiccated coconut, 5 minutes before it was done. So that's why we have a bit of brown roasted coconut. And now that I've taken out of the oven, I've added a bit more of just simply desiccated coconut as it is. I like the contrast, and you know, a few of the berries are poking out, and guys, the smell is amazing. It's just, you know, warm, lovely coconut smell. It's just mouth-watering. So, thank you for watching Dad's Making, episode 8, I believe. And yeah, can't wait to see what we do next. As always, Steve from Project Dad is out.